Well, this may hinder our walking over the next couple of days.
Good morning everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Dawn and this channel is Dawn Does Keto. This channel is all about my accountability and my personal journey trying to lose weight and get healthy using a ketogenic lifestyle. If you're new here, I hope you will give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell notification. That way when we upload new videos, you'll be alerted to it. Today is going to be a day of eating. I'm going to show you on the keto diet the kind of things that I will have in a basic everyday meal plan. One of the things that I am having for dinner tonight, I am going to make buffalo chicken dip. Mike and I are just having bunless hamburgers and I'm going to make some buffalo chicken dip, and I will show you guys later in the video how I make my buffalo chicken dip. So stay tuned for that. Also at the end of this video, I will do my struggles and successes for the week and give you a weight update. So I'm going to start my day off with a warm keto chow. This is one of my favorite ways to have keto chow is with my coffee in the morning. And there's two flavors that I absolutely love in my coffee. And that is caramel macchiato and Irish cream. Now Keto Chow is doing a promotion for Irish cream because Friday is St. Patrick's Day. And they're also doing a giveaway. So stay tuned. I'm going to give you details on that later in the video. But for now, I'm going to show you how I make a warm Keto Chow Irish cream coffee. Okay, so I have already pre-melted 2 tablespoons of butter and put it into my cup that I'm going to brew my coffee in. This is just a Keto Chow blender bottle. I just used a basic breakfast blend coffee. And I'm going to brew 12 ounces of coffee in with the butter. So then of course I open up my Keto Chow packet, or you can use 1 scoop if you have a large bag. And I'm going to add that to my butter and coffee. And then I drop my blender bottle in. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to top this off up to the top of my blender bottle with warm tap water. There's what you have. I'm going to put the lid on. And this is really important. You have to make sure when you close this that you hear that snap, because if it is not locked and you go to shake this, you are going to have a Keto Chow mess. And then I just really give it a good shake. Of course, if you have a Vitamix or something and you want to mix it in that, you can. I just think that this is easier and less cleanup. And then for me, I use a Yeti cup for my coffee, so that way it stays nice and warm. So after I've shaken it real good, I just go ahead and pour the coffee. Right inside there. And that's it. That's just the basic recipe. Sometimes I will add a raw egg if I want to add some extra fat, but just the butter, coffee, water, and Keto Chow is all you need. And you guys, I can't tell you how good this is. It's delicious. Now, usually with my coffee in the morning, I take one of these Keto Chow Electrolyte tablets. I am almost out of these. I have like about a week's worth, and they are currently out of stock at Keto Chow. So I'm hoping that they get these back in soon because I do take one of these every day. And I also take one of these K2D3 tablets. After reading Dr. Berry's book, Mike and I decided that we really wanted to add this into our regimen. This has to be taken with a fat, so I will usually take my electrolyte tablet and my K2D3 tablet with my coffee when I break my fast. Now, I don't normally break my fast until at least 12 o'clock. It is currently almost 1. As you all know, I do help out with my father-in-law. He is bedridden and immobile, and today was bath day, so I had to go do that this morning. And then I had to go to Walmart to get the burgers for dinner tonight. So I'm running a little bit behind breaking my fast today, but I am going to take these with my coffee now. And this is just basically how I break my fast every day, is with a fat coffee of some sort and my electrolyte tablet and my K2D3. So, and that's it. So I'm going to show you what else I'm having with my coffee this afternoon. Okay, so I'm just having 2 hard-boiled eggs, and I put some of this spicy guacamole. They come in the single packs. I used one single pack for my 4 halves of hard-boiled eggs. I can't do this every day because I do eat in my car a lot, as you guys know. When I'm dashing, that is when I will normally break a fast, so I just eat the hard-boiled eggs with a little bit of salt on them. But when I'm home and I like to add a little something to it and make it a little bit different. Here's the contents of 1 baggie bacon, and I'm also going to have one of these keto ratio yogurts. If you're not familiar with these, you can just find these at Walmart, and they have 2 total carbs in them, and I just think they're delicious. So if I'm home, I like to have these. Again, it's not something that's easy for me to eat on the road. So that, with my Keto Chow coffee, is what I'm using to break my fast today. Okay, everyone, I just want to mention again that this coming Saturday is going to be Mike and I's first ever live, and that's with our friends James and Emily at Ready Set Keto. We have like a date weekend planned with them, and we're super excited about it. We are going to meet on Saturday afternoon at Texas de Brazil and pig out on some meat, and then we plan on visiting with you guys for a little bit right around 4 o'clock. You may have seen the thumbnail that has already been up on YouTube promoting it. And then we're gonna, hang out in the hot tub, go swimming. There's a casino nearby, so who knows, just spending the evening with friends, and so I'm super excited about that. I bring that up for 2 reasons. 1, I want you guys to be there and watch. If not, I guess me and Mike and James and Emily can talk to each other, but I'm hoping you guys are going to be there. And 2, please, please, please keep us in your thoughts and prayers, because we're doing this from a hotel, and we are hoping that it goes off without a hitch. I don't know if we could get that lucky, but we're going to hope so. It's a fairly nice hotel that we're staying in, so I'm hoping that the internet quality is decent, but who knows. With that being said, we are going to do our best. I also just want to give you guys a really quick update on our walking. So this month on our channel, we are doing a movement challenge. We just challenged everybody to do more movement than what they were currently doing. Obviously, we went through the holidays and the early winter months of January and February, where I know for us, we tend to not get any extra movement in. So we were hoping for better weather in March. It is now getting super cold outside. If you guys saw the short that I posted the other day, we went for a walk and we froze our tushes off. Our goal for Mike and I was to walk 50 miles in the month of March. And as of today, we're at 18.5 miles. We're at actually 18.75 miles is where we're at. So we are on our way to hitting that 50-mile goal. And I hope all of you are still moving and getting some sort of movement in, whatever that goal may be. Again, it doesn't have to be the same as what Mike and I are doing. We just want everyone to do more movement. So very quickly, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys about the sale and the giveaway that Keto Chow is doing, and it happens this Friday. So details are, you need to go in and place a Keto Chow order on Friday, March 17th between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. And this is important. It is Eastern time, because Keto Chow is not in Eastern Standard Time, but they're specifically doing the sale during Eastern Time. So 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. you need to place an order. You can include Irish cream if you want. If you do include Irish cream, you will be getting 20% off of your Irish cream order. That's the flash sale. So you want to use the code Irish-20. I'm going to put that on the screen. That is the code you want to enter if you are ordering Irish cream. Now, if you use that Irish 20 discount, you can't use another discount code. Like, you can't use my link and get another 10% off. I still hope you will click through my link that's in the description down below, because that does help my channel out, and you have to go through the link to do that. But let's say you don't like Irish cream, or let's say you don't want Irish cream. That's okay. This is something that it will still benefit you. You can go in on Friday, March 17th, between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. and put in your Keto Chow order. If you are not purchasing any Irish cream, you can use my link and you will get 10% off of your order. In addition to that, Keto Chow is going to randomly pick 5 winners, 5 people who are going to get their orders completely refunded back to them, or $50 in Keto Chow credit, whichever is greater. So let's say you go in because you have to spend $100 to get free shipping. So I'm always shooting for that $100 threshold because I don't want to pay shipping on anything. And let's say you order $100 worth of Keto Chow and they pick your name, you get that $100 refunded back to you. Let's say you order $25 in Keto Chow that day and they pick your name, you get $50 in Keto Chow credit. So you're going to get whichever is greater, either your purchase price or the $50. I always say try to get the free shipping, but that's just me. All the purchases made on the Keto Chow website on Friday, March 17th, between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. will automatically be entered to win. So if you have been thinking about putting in an order, like me, I just placed an order yesterday because I didn't know about this. How frustrating is that? But if you haven't gotten your order in yet, wait and do it on Friday and go through my link. Even if you are not going to get the discount from my link, it helps me out a lot. And that just shows them that you heard about this promotion from my channel. And this is just a great opportunity if you were going to place an order anyway to have the chance to get it for free. What's better than that? Nothing's better than free. So with all of that, let's go ahead and jump into my struggles and successes for the week. I had a really good week. I've actually had a really good year. The weight loss on the scale hasn't been magnificent other than when we did BBB and E, but other than that, my diet has been on point and I have been feeling wonderful. So there's nothing there that I can really complain about. I went out to eat twice this week. Once was on Wednesday. Mike and I talked about it in a previous video. We took Wednesday off. We didn't walk. We ended work early and we decided to go out together and have a nice meal. We went to Texas Longhorn. I had water to drink, so that was great. I had an appetizer. I had cheese stuffed mushrooms. They normally come with like a breadcrumb crust on top, and I had just asked them to leave that off. They were totally fine with that, so I just had the cheese and the mushrooms, and oh my gosh, you guys, if you love mushrooms, they're so good. And Mike doesn't like them, so that means more for me. I then had a salad with just cheese, and I think there were a little bit of cucumbers on there, nothing fancy, and some ranch. And then my main course was a filet mignon, and I had a lobster tail, which were amazing. I can't even tell you guys how good it was. It was probably one of the best steaks I have had in a very long time. When we think of steaks, a lot of times we'll go to Texas Roadhouse, we'll go to Outback, and we haven't been to Longhorn in forever. But I'm telling you guys, this steak blew the other ones that I've had at those other places out of the water. It was cooked perfectly. It was juicy. It was tender. And of course, the lobster tail was fabulous. So again, super happy with my decisions and my choices. On the side, I had some fried Brussels sprouts. They were like real crispy and they were super good. And they normally toss those in a honey butter. And because of the honey, I didn't want them to do that. So I just asked them to leave the honey butter off and they did that for me. So it was wonderful. They were so accommodating. Our waiter had only been working there for like 2 weeks. I'm telling you guys, he was fabulous. I was so impressed with him. He did a great job. All of our food was right and he was super kind. So that's always nice. When you go in and you have a lot of special requests, you're always worried like the waiter or waitress is going to be annoyed with you. I feel that way. It's not going to change anything. I'm going to continue to order the food how I need it to be ordered. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, they are not going to be happy with me. And sometimes you could tell they're not, but he was super nice. So that was great. So that was the first time I ate out. The second time I ate out, and I'm going to start this off by saying this was on Friday. And Friday morning, I woke up with a headache and that headache lasted basically for 3 days. I had that headache off and on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I told you guys last week, again, TMI, but I am going through the change. And I had not had a cycle since December 19th. So last week, before my video last Monday, I started a cycle. And I'm still on that cycle. Guys, it won't stop. I'm a hot mess. I'm just ready, honestly, for all of this to be over. But in the meantime, I have to deal with it. And because of having that cycle, I ended up with this headache, and when they're brought on by hormones, nothing takes care of them. Nothing gets rid of them. I just have to deal with it. And if it gets to the point where, and it did happen once this weekend where I felt like I was going to be sick, I just have to go into a dark place and try not to cry. I was telling a friend that a lot of times I feel like I want to cry, but I know if I cry, it's going to make my head hurt worse. So I just fight it. Really, at one point, I was down for the count. But with all of that, the reason I tell you that is because I went out to dinner with some girlfriends on Friday night. I told you guys that I have a group of friends that we are going to Hocking Hills. We rented a cabin and we're doing a long weekend at the end of this month. And we're going ziplining and horseback riding, which I'm super excited about. We're going to go to a winery. But we got together to kind of just talk about our trip and make all of our final plans and figure out who's bringing what. And so we met at a restaurant. It was called Mike's Place. And my head was already hurting at that point. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, so I try very hard to just like ignore it and not make a big deal about it. But this restaurant we went to had a 4-page menu. I have never seen a restaurant that had that many different options on it. It was crazy. And I'm sure I could have found something absolutely wonderful that was keto on that menu, but I didn't have like the mental brain focus to read through this menu. I was just like, this is just way too much. It was so overwhelming. And because I didn't feel good, I was like, I can't do this. So I went straight to the salads and I ordered a grilled buffalo chicken salad. And that's what I had on Friday night. Now it did come with pita bread. I passed that off. Some of the other girls like pita bread, so they took that. I knew I wasn't going to eat it. And I just drank water as always. So again, I stayed totally keto, totally happy with my decisions. And other than that, Mike and I ate at home all week, and we always eat keto when we're at home. I shouldn't say always. Sometimes we do have an off-plan meal, but it's planned to be off-plan. And this was not one of those weeks. So I got up and I got on the scale this morning and I weighed in at 172.6. So I lost 1 pound, the 1 pound that I was up last week. So I'm right back to square one. I said this before, I feel like I am 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but I'm continuously making progress and I'm still hoping to hit those 160s by the end of March. I'm running out of real estate, guys. We're almost halfway through the month and I've made next to no progress because I keep teetering back and forth, but I'm going to continue to have that goal in mind, and that is where I hope to be by the end of March. If not, there's always April. This is my lifestyle. This is how I plan on eating for the rest of my life. So if it takes a while, it takes a while. So I think that's everything I just kind of wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about today. I am very quickly going to show you how I make my buffalo chicken dip, and then I need to go out and work for a little while before dinner. So my buffalo chicken dip has 5 basic ingredients. It has ranch, it has Frank's Red Hot, canned chicken breast, cream cheese, and cheddar cheese. Now again, cheddar would be better if you grated it yourself, but because I am always in a hurry, I buy it pre-bagged. So let me just show you real quick how we put this all together, and then our chicken dip will be ready for dinner tonight. Okay, so I have 2 large cans of chicken breast. This is the BJ's brand. I will tell you, it is the cleanest that I have found. You would think that canned chicken breast is all the same, but it's not. This is chicken breast meat, water, and salt, and that's all that's in here. I have looked at the Tyson chicken and it has like vegetable oil or some kind of weird oil in it. So I would just double check the ingredients, but the BJ's brand is super clean. So I use 2 cans of that. And of course I have already drained the liquid off of this. Now what I like to do after I dump this into my crock pot is to just break it up, shred it up so there's not big hunks and chunks in there. Because when I go to dip, I want a little bit of chicken in each bite and not just like a big hunk of chicken. So I'm just going to show that to you guys really quick, how it's all shredded up. Then I'm going to add my cream cheese. It's 8 ounces of cream cheese, and I have already pre-softened it because I feel like it just melts into my dip better that way, and there's not like little pieces in there. If you like it like that, then that's fine. You can just cut it up and throw it in, but I just feel like this incorporates and melts better into my dip. Then I add 1 jar of Primal Kitchen Ranch avocado dressing. You can use any kind of ranch that you would like. Again, this is about the cleanest that I have found. So I dumped the entire bottle in there of that. Now some people like blue cheese. I'm not a blue cheese fan. Comment down below. You either love blue cheese or you don't like blue cheese, and I'm a no blue cheese girl. So then I dump in a half a cup of Frank's Red Hot. Now, the amount of Frank's Red Hot you use depends on how spicy you like it. I like spice, Mike does not. So I have found that a half a cup is the perfect spiciness for us. If you don't like it as spicy, you can cut this down. If you want a little more spice, you can add a little bit more. You could also add some, red pepper flakes or Heath and Shelley's Texas 5 Spice, anything if you want to spice it up a little bit more. And then 2 cups of cheese. However you decide to do that. If you want to shred up a block, you can do that. Or, as I'm doing, just dump a whole package in there. And that's it, guys. If I'm making something, it is super easy to make. So then I just give this a really good mix. And that's it. That's what you end up with. And of course, as that cheese melts, you're just going to have the perfect consistency of a dip. I will show it to you guys later. We have some epic pork rinds that we're going to dip in this. And I also bought some celery because I like celery dipped in buffalo chicken dip. So I'm just going to put this on keep warm because I don't want it to overcook or burn while I'm gone today. But that will warm it up and hopefully it'll be ready when we get home from work tonight. Last thing I'm going to do before I head out is I always take water with me on the road, but I also usually take some sort of electrolytes. Obviously, you guys know I like Zip Fizz, but I try not to drink that every single day. I also use Element. I use Redmond Relight. I think that those are a better quality electrolyte. Today I'm doing Element Raspberry Salt, and so I have my container here and I've already put about 8 ice cubes in here. I'm going to add one of these bubbly coconut pineapple waters. I really like the bubbly raspberry with the raspberry element, but I'm out of it, so we're going to go with this today. I just think adding the flavored water gives it a little something other than just adding the electrolytes to plain water, but that's just me. After I put the can of water in, I add my electrolytes, and the water is only probably about up to here, the flavored water, so I will top this off with just regular tap water as well. Then I kind of I don't shake it vigorously, but just kind of give it a little mix. That's not bad. I have started liking coconut a little bit more. As you know, after being on keto for a while, your taste change. I used to hate coconut, but I'm starting to like it a little bit more, so it's not bad. I definitely prefer the raspberry bubbly, especially when using raspberry salt. They just go really well together. So that's everything. I'm hitting the road, and I'll see you guys later tonight. Okay, so Mike and I just got home and we're going to get ready to sit down and eat. This is what's for dinner. I have 2 hamburger patties, some pork rinds, some celery, and I have a bowl of the buffalo chicken dip that Mike and I are actually going to share. So that's what we're having. This will be the last meal of the night. So you guys know that Mike and I like to eat around 7. Well, it's actually closer to 8, and we didn't even walk tonight because it is freezing outside. We ended up working a little bit later than we normally do, and the reason for that is with DoorDash, when it is super cold or the weather's bad or they don't have enough dashers, they will offer extra money to the dashers that are out. And tonight was one of those nights that they offered us extra money, so we both actually stayed out and dashed a little bit longer than we had planned.
It was really good money tonight.
Yeah.
And so, we took advantage of that opportunity.
Right. So we're definitely eating a little bit outside of our window. That looked weird. Something else I wanted to mention, I talked to you guys a little bit earlier about the fact that I had a headache over most of the weekend, but I don't know that I stressed the fact, and I wanted to stress the fact, that I don't get headaches like I used to. I had posted something about it on Facebook, and my mom commented and said, you seem to get migraines and headaches a lot. And that actually used to be the case. I probably averaged 3 to 4, wouldn't you say, headaches every week prior to keto.
Yeah, they wouldn't be migraines, but they would be headaches.
But at least a headache. I would get migraines, but I had headaches almost on a daily basis. Now, I can't even really tell you when the last time was I had one, and when I do get them, they usually revolve around my cycle and my hormones. I don't just normally have a headache for any reason. Because over the weekend, he even said to me, he's like, man, it's been a while since you've had a headache like this, like one that just hung on and didn't want to let go. low, and it kind of came and went over the course of the whole weekend, but I just wanted to point out the fact that keto and this way of eating has really helped my headaches, because there were probably oils and different things that I was eating on a regular basis prior to keto and I didn't know that that's what it was, but I mean, I had headaches all the time. So I just wanted to point that out. And real quick before we wrap up and sit down and eat, since Mike was here, I wanted him to go ahead and do his weight update for the week for you guys.
Okay, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next week. Have a nice day. Really? You're going to incriminate me right here on national TV?
National TV.
Let me just say this, okay? It was up, and it was up big, and I don't like it, but that's the way it is. And I can't even remember the number, so I'm going to go look at it right now. 154.6. That would be a 3-pound increase over last week.
3 pounds even?
3 pounds even.
Wow. So here's the weird thing. You were up. I was down a pound this week.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, which you don't know because you haven't obviously seen the video or my recording yet. Last week, I was up and he was the same.
Right.
But the week before, I was down and you were up. It's like we're always opposite.
We're opposite, yeah. Yeah. And
even though typically we're eating like the same food, so I don't...
Well, we are, but I had a bad week. I mean,
Yeah.
I went out to eat multiple times and did not stick to anything. I did my typical go out to eat keto flexible schedule, and it really...
And one of those was just on Saturday night.
Right,
so...
it was Saturday night and late Saturday night. So it took its toll this week. I can feel it. I don't feel right this week. I haven't, and I know that most of it is because of that. So,
and you said you haven't been sleeping good either.
And I haven't been sleeping good. That's probably part of the reason too why. So,
yeah.
But there you go.
So that's everything today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this day of eating up for you guys, and this video will go out tomorrow. So actually, I hope you all have a happy Tuesday, because that's when this video will go up. And don't forget about ordering your Keto Chow on Friday between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. You can use either code. If you're ordering the Irish cream, don't forget it's Irish20. And if you're not ordering Irish cream, then you can go ahead and use the link in my description, and you'll still get 10% off. So everyone, go have a great week. We will see you in our next video, which will be Dinner with Dawn.
And Mike.
Hit that bell notification. That way when that video comes out, you'll be alerted to it. Have a great day.
Good night.